There was no question that I was going to go through with it. Knowing that at the end of this, the cancer would be gone. How do I even put it into words?
Well, my relationship with Mindy is the same as it is with all three of the girls. They're all my daughters.
We've always been a very close family. Being the youngest of three girls, always very close with my dad.
In February of 2016, I had chest pains that I went in for.
When he went into the emergency room, they had seen something in his esophagus that suggested something was wrong with the liver.
And as part of the process of trying to diagnose what that was, two things became evident. One, that I had liver cancer, and the liver had deteriorated to the point that it was very close to being non-functional.
We were devastated. Not an easy diagnosis to hear.
We've never been confronted as a family with that serious type of life-ending possibility. We went down to the Cleveland Clinic. We met with the team that made the initial diagnosis.
In that first appointment, it was made very clear that they could contain the cancer in the liver, but it was really a Band-Aid. The best thing for my dad to do, really his only option, was to have a liver transplant. They said they were going to work to get him on the transplant list, but time wasn't on our side. A living donor was an option. And when I say we are a close family, quickly my sisters and I and my brother-in-law all offered up to be his donor.
When I first met Mindy, I saw a beautiful young woman who wanted to save the life of her father. So I was very impressed with her when she was willing to come in and be evaluated and have the surgery to save her father's life. So I was really impressed with her.
Initially, they picked my brother-in-law. There were some risks to him donating his liver. And so we had decided at that point that he was probably not the best option, and I was the next one chosen to go through the testing for my dad.
When I was first presented with that as a possibility, I didn't like the idea. I seem to remember said no, but there was no choice. If I didn't get that transplant, I was already on borrowed time.
If I was a match, there was no question that I was going to go through with it.
Mindy wouldn't have it any other way. And I guess in the end, that's very fortunate because she just asserted herself, said, Dad, I'm going to do this. Get yourself ready. We're going to do this together. So with that, we went into it with a pretty positive attitude.
They knew Papa was sick. So I told them, Mommy was going to take part of her liver and they were going to get rid of Papa's bad liver and put part of Mommy's into Papa's belly. And Papa was going to be cured of cancer and Mommy's will grow back and we're all going to be okay.
I thought she was very brave for doing it and nervous too.
I didn't know what would happen when she comes back. I didn't know if she could still walk. I didn't know those stuff.
I didn't realize how nervous they were. That was tough. When I went in for surgery, I remember looking at Donna and saying, I got a 6 and an 8-year-old I gotta go home to. You do what you gotta do, but I need to go home to them. And there was never a doubt in my mind that I was going home to them.
It's funny. Well, I'm here 2 years later, almost 2 years later, so it went well.
2 days after surgery, I was able to go in a wheelchair over to his room and got to see him for the first time. And even in 2 short days, you could see the color that had changed in him. I was amazed how quickly he started to get some normal color back.
Well, I'm able to return to most of the things I was able to do and enjoyed doing, particularly doing things with my grandkids.
We go down to our boathouse.
We'll go fishing, we'll go on boat rides.
I could have never imagined. We have our dad and our Papa back. I think in this situation, we're very fortunate. There's not many cancers that can be cured, and someone can be cancer-free by organ donation.
You know, a lot of people, they come in, the recipient, and we say, you know, do you have a living donor? And I can have a living donor. People don't know that you can actually do something like this and that your liver can regrow. So it's important to educate the public about this.
Without Mindy's generous willingness to do this and the extremely talented group of medical professionals at the clinic, I would not be here. I am blessed to have each new day and each new week.
What I did, I think 99.9% of people, if given the opportunity and given that situation, would make the exact same decision. To see my dad healthy again is worth any of that. And to me, that is a small price to pay for the health of a loved one.